Hey guys, doing a commentary video today explaining my thoughts process of going through battles, how I plan, how I decide on what is the best route. So let's get into it. So first of all, this is random trio, so I like to ping quick. For some reason people just like to sit on the plane, wait for someone else to ping, so I ping early, hopefully they follow suit. I land somewhere a bit quieter, not superstore like most people on YouTube videos. But it gives me time to loot. This guy came up on me unexpectedly. I didn't see him go, but luckily I managed to break him and he runs off. My main issue is I shoot and aim a bit too low. As you can see, I'm running around with my crosshair a bit lower, but if I aim higher, you see this guy, I would have downed him a lot sooner, but I have to compensate a bit sort of mid-battle, whereas I need to be learning to run around a bit higher. I knew there was two guys in there, so I make sure that he doesn't res. Make sure that he backs off from the res and leave the other guy down, and therefore I'm only battling one extra guy at the moment. Don't see his teammate, see my teammate running through, so decide to run against challenge. Go over to the right, notice that on the minimap he's down on the left, so run over to the left, try to sort of back my teammate up. I was still playing ring around roses, but managed to do the down on him. Notice another guy shooting me from the bus area, so go back in, try to regenerate health, and then just try to finish off his teammate. So he's only going to be against one guy, but very low on ammo at the moment. Got the heartbeat sensor, which is great for early game, as you would know. No one ghosted up, but checking my corners again, seeing if I can see the last guy, but he's not anywhere to be seen, must have backed off, so able to go and loot, find extra guns and go from there really. So skipping forward, notice that the bounty goes up straight to red on my teammate, so suddenly have to be high alert. The guy unfortunately downs my teammate at the front door, but having no guns, no bullets, decided to back off. There's no point trying to fight that handicap, so look for better loot. Managed to find a FAR, which is great ground loot to go off with, really powerful gun. Notice my teammate is pinging him right hand side of the door, so my idea is to sort of break the line of sight, go in a different angle, run upstairs, going in from the left, try going unexpected, so I have the sort of the higher possibility of winning. But unfortunately my teammate right here, he gets sniped or he gets down straight away. I notice he's self-resing, so he's okay. See the guy on the back on the left, he didn't notice I was coming in, but unfortunately I got downed from the first floor. So trying to stay cover, my teammate manages to regenerate health. See him shooting, luckily he downs the guy, so once I've noticed that the down was done, I'm trying to find a better location so that my teammate can come down and res just in case another team comes through. So we get our teammate back, we got a load out, get a couple of plates as well for myself and the teammates. I like to go for ghost straight away, generally Mac 10 first and the AMAX after. Reason being Mac 10 is good for close range and can do medium range, whereas the AMAX is a bit further. Quite like close range really. But managed to get a UAV, look around in the location, see what the surrounding looks like. But no one around, everyone else seems to be flying. See a team on red, so decide to push them with the helicopter on top as well. So pushing up now, I'm running with my RPG because I noticed the fight has ended, they're not shooting anymore. I'm assuming that they might run up to the helicopter again. So with the RPG, hopefully if they do run up I can blow it up, but unfortunately none of them are running around. They should be on heartbeat because they were on UAV earlier, but no one is about, so I assume they're running right. We came from the left, so they shouldn't have gone left, so we push onto the right hand side, still keeping an eye on the vicinity. On the way I pinged a UAV, notice there's a team on this building. Notice one guy at the bottom, so pop dead silence, give him an element of surprise, see he's off guard shielding up, so that was an easy kill. Notice there's another 2 on top, so at the moment I can shield up and be safe, but still have to be vigilant just in case there's anyone that is ghosted. No shooting outside, but one guy dead, so I assume that the guys are at the top. Looking around, just checking the area. I see his shadow over here, so I know one guy is on the roof. This guy got me off guard, but managed to kill him running away. There's my teammate being killed at the front door, so run out to help him. My teammate kills him, so I finish him off for him. And I assume that that is the rest, because there should have been more on the heartbeat as UAV, as they were on UAV before. But no one about, so I assume it's safe. The great thing about going Ghost at the moment is most people are running very similar guns, AMAX being one of the strongest AR, so you should be able to pick up an AR once you manage to finish off a team. And the builds are pretty much very similar, so you shouldn't have any compromises there. So with the money that we got off the enemies earlier, I managed to get my teammate back and buy a UAV. Notice someone pops up on where we originally were, so decide to run over to that area. So just scouting out the area, seeing how many enemies are around, giving me a better idea on what I'm getting into. Seeing multiple enemies there, so I know at least it's not just one team, they look like they're still fighting. My idea now is to go over to hospital, just check the area, but also cut the time down on when I'm in the open and running through the ravine. I'm running onto this wall here, so that if I was to get shot from the left, I can jump down to the right, and if I get shot down on the right, I can jump down to the left. Just gives me a bit of extra cover. But I noticed my teammate flying over on the helicopter, so I pinged the top to let him know there's an enemy at the top. He throws the heli anyways and lands out on the bottom. I try to get down as soon as possible, knowing there's quite a few enemies there, but unfortunately he gets downed. But it gives me an idea on where the enemy is, so use this little head glitch here, have a quick peek over. The enemy didn't see me, so I managed to do a quick finish. And my main tip here is that once you down someone, even if you just shoot them, you run away from the area, so they're not repeating that same location. You've got a completely new location. They don't know where you are. Gives them the element of surprise. But as you see, he has no idea that I'm going to be down in this area. They're having oblivious at the moment, trying to get their load out. But again, take shots, change your location, run further back. The idea is that you get a wider view of the area. You're not, you don't have so much of a narrow view. You can see around the whole area where enemies could be, especially now there's multiple. You see this guy running out. He has no idea that I'm further back than that. So again, another easy finish from the back. No idea that I'll be around this side. And in their head, they're thinking this is more than one player. This is more than one team. There can't be one person on that side and then another person on this side. So it gives them a more sort of like a wolf pack, if that makes sense. You're running around them. Where I'm coming from.
There's one shot in there.
Although I was dead silent, so he couldn't hear me anyways. Go to get our teammate back, and someone starts taking shots at us. Luckily my teammate is there to sort of back me up, however we have no idea where he's gone now. So again, I am taking a different route out, looking at different angles, trying to see where he's gone. He's on the left, I assume, but I see him slowly running away, so should be clear. We killed his teammate, so it should be okay to go back and loot really. But notice the gas is coming in, so we need to try to go over, run underneath the bridge, trying to break the line of sight from the enemy that we know is running downtown. But we need to try to get over as well as possible. Luckily my teammate spots him, manages to finish him as well, so we are in the clear. Obviously there might be other teams about, but we know that that one guy is fully dead, so we are good. So currently trying to run into zone. We are in the open. Someone does try to take a shot at me about here. I'm running around like crazy, as you can see, just trying to slide cancel, run around. Hopefully it throws them off. If they do try to shoot again and don't get a headshot, down straight away. But I'm running, keeping an eye on the left, see if I can see any glints, but no one is about that I can see them, so I'm running over the hill on the other side. So I'm trying to break the line of sight again, go over to the other side of the bridge, so they can't see me really. Run into safety now. I hear boxes not being looted yet, so have an idea that it is kind of safe. Still obviously keeping vigilant, but I'm feeling a bit more comfortable running around. Again, if you can notice, I'm running close to the walls or running close to boxes, for example, just so that if I do get shot, I can run into cover quite quickly. I'm not out in the open, exposed, sitting like a duck. I can quickly run over and hide. I notice that there's a recon drone, so using to our advantage, have a quick scout about. We don't have UAV, so it's a good way to spot enemies if they are close by. Unfortunately, I don't see anyone around, which is a bit strange. This is quite a hot area right next to Superstore. The buy there at police also attracts quite a lot of people. So yeah, just wanted to make sure, double check, triple check. These things can sometimes not pick up people, so just making sure. But as I'm going over to police where the buy is, I notice there's one person there. He's not ghosted, as you can see with the little diamond shape. There's no X in it, so he may not have his loot, he may not have his loadout, so it should be an easy or fairly easy push compared to other fights. And I also noticed there's a flare gone up as well, so he's just brought a teammate back. So I'm heartbeating this area, knowing that the one guy wasn't on UAV and the other guy was brought back as well. See him on a ping, notice he's AFK, so it's a nice easy kill, finish him off quite quickly. But still knowing that there's another guy in here who should be not ghosted, but he's not pinging up, so he must have run off. Notice my teammate is shooting and pinging another enemy over there on the far right, so I'm not liking my location, feel like I'm in the open. Decide to run into the police. While going upstairs, I hear a noise, a footstep, so I know there's an enemy there. Take a few shots, luckily my teammate's there to back me up and finish off the kill. And it's time to plate up, but unfortunately the other teammate gets downed, assuming from the guys running over that he originally pinged. So scout around in that area, check heartbeat, make sure they're not closer than they are. I notice he's running over the hill, ping the area, and managed to down him. Unfortunately not a finish. So looking up, making sure the area where my teammate originally died is clear, they're not looking down. And just scouting the area, seeing where the possibilities of the enemy is. So we managed to get our teammate back after it's probably like the 4th, 5th time now getting that one guy back, but it is what it is. Get shot in the toes, he can see me but I can't see him. Get the cover quickly, heal up. Again, gas is starting to move in now, so we need to start thinking about rotation. This is quite lucky, he pulled a heartbeat out, he's running on the left, got him off guard and being able to sort of beam him and shoot him down. But he's still obviously knowing that there is another teammate somewhere, so just going back, heartbeating, seeing if he's still up there. Notice he's a little bit further away, he's got to rotate as well. Is it worth the fight? Not really, we might get stuck in gas, so we go far left, let him run whichever direction, keeping an eye on our backs, but he would generally, he should run right while we go left. See my teammate running out into the open here. My idea is always to run into cover, so I'm going a bit further left, running in towards these garages. If anyone takes a shot at me, at least I've got a little bit of cover. Luckily found a dead silence there, which is always handy. But again, running into cover. Notice fighting on the left and the helicopter, so I thought I've got a bit of time. Run into these houses, see if I can pick a couple of people off. See my guy on the roof. Easy down, easy finish. Gas is right on my back now, so I need to make a move. Got a gas master, not too worried about that. Decided I was going to go left, but then there's going to be people on the left. Guys, my teammate's on the right, so I'm going right. They finished over the guy as well, so I know it's clear. Unfortunately, there's another guy. Get into the corner, cover my back, reload. Notice a guy running into gas, which is quite a good play on his part, to be honest, but finished him quite easily. Look over back on my right now, knowing that there's another team there. This guy caught me off guard, but he was weak as hell, so it was an easy finish. Managed to play up. My teammates are watching over my back. I can see them running over, so it allows me to reload and recover. No, there's one more guy. I pinged him. Finish off this guy. Another guy behind him, but my teammate finishes him. And he was a good team up there. And we managed to sort of clear this area, really, this side of the map. Fortunately, I ran out of plates. Tried to ping, but my teammates already made their rotation, so I had to just follow suit, trying to stay into cover as much as possible. Really and truly, at this point, I thought we're running into the open, we're dead. There's no chance of us winning this because everyone else is on such a safe location. I tried to ping this area to see on the minimap to see if it was safe. Unfortunately not. I had to carry on running further. And as I do, I see an enemy pop up. Luckily he was shooting at my teammate, so I managed to get a couple of hits on him. I notice he gets downed, so trying to finish off with my grenade while keeping an eye out, not knowing where any other enemies are. But wanted to get over and try to finish him off just in case he tries to self-res, as he has got a better position than us, but luckily he's still down. That's quite an easy finish. Now that we killed that guy, we can push up onto the big rock and scout around a bit more freely. Notice this guy on the right, he's trying to flank us, so push forward, got dead silence, he has no idea pushing him, so it should be an easy kill. And managed to clear this right hand side of us. Look over at the top right and notice there's only 2 teams left, so and only 2 more enemies, so it was going to be us 3v2. One guy get pinged over there and another guy running across, so I know they're both in that area, so I tried to push over to the right, flank over to the right, get a different angle on them. And just one guy trying to pull back, easy down. Hopefully he doesn't self-res, but luckily my teammate finishes him off himself right there. So notice there's only 1 person back and 1 person left. It should be easy, 3 against 1. Again, still trying to stay in cover because you never know, these guys could be cracked, finishing all 3 of us off, so stay in cover. But I know he's in the left area, and obviously you see his head pop up, and there you go, nice easy finish and a victory for us 3. So there it is, guys, a walkthrough on how I think and plan my battles and how I rotate. Hopefully it gives you guys an idea on how I play, and hopefully it helps you in your gameplay. Thank you.